Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff, and this is our daily lectionary readings for Thursday, July 27th, 2023. With it being Thursday, we are taking a look at what is going to be happening coming up on this Sunday. We shift our psalm reading. We are now in Psalm 119, 129 through 136. Our Old Testament reading is 1 Kings chapter 1, verses 28 through 37. And our New Testament reading comes from the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 4, verses 14 through 20. We'll be reading it in the Message. Let us listen in. Psalm 119. Every word you give me is a miracle word. How could I help but obey? Break open your words. Let the light shine out. Let ordinary people see the meaning. Mouth open and panting. I want your commands more than anything. Turn my way, look kindly on me, as you always do with those who personally love you. Steady my steps with your word of promise, so nothing malign gets the better of me. Rescue me from the grip of bad men and women, so I can live life your way. Smile on me, your servant. Teach me the right way to live. I cry rivers of tears because nobody's living by your book. Our Old Testament reading comes from 1 Kings chapter 1, verses 28 through 37. King David took action. Get Bathsheba back in here. She entered and stood before the king. The king solemnly promised, as God lives, the God who delivered me from every kind of trouble, I'll do exactly what I promised in God's name, the God of Israel. Your son, Solomon, will be king after me and take my place on the throne, and I'll make sure it happens this very day. Bathsheba bowed low, her face to the ground. Kneeling in reverence before the king, she said, Oh, may my master, King David, live forever. King David said, Call Zadok the priest, Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada. They came to the king. Then he ordered, Gather my servants, then mount my son Solomon on my royal mule, and lead him in a procession down to Gihon. When you get there, Zadok the priest and Nathan the prophet will anoint him king over Israel. Then blow the ram's horn, trumpet, and shout, Long live King Solomon. You will then accompany him as he enters and takes his place on my throne, succeeding me as king. I have named him ruler over Israel and Judah. Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, backed the king. Yes, and may God, the God of my master, king, confirm it, just as God has been with my master the king. May he also be with Solomon and make him rule even greater than any of my master, King David. Our New Testament reading comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 14 through 20. I'm not writing all of this as a neighbor scold to shame you. I'm writing as a father to you. My children, I love you and want you to grow up well, not spoiled. There are a lot of people around who can't wait to tell you what you've done wrong. But there aren't many fathers willing to take time and effort to help you grow up. It was as Jesus helped me proclaim God's message to you that I became your father. I'm not, asking you to do anything I'm not already doing myself. This is why I sent Timothy to you earlier. He is also my dear son and true to the master. He will refresh your memory on the instructions I regularly give all the church on the way of Christ. I know that there are some among you who are so full of themselves they never listen to anyone, let alone me. They don't think I'll ever show up in person, but I'll be there sooner than you think, God willing, and then we'll see if they're full of anything but hot air. God's way is not a matter of mere talk, it's an empowered life. And here ends our readings for the day.